To get into my own personal example, navigating this in between limbo since really February at this point. At the end of last year, I had been at my previous employer, one of the FANG tech companies, for about 7 years at that point, 5.5 of them, as a full-time employee and a contractor before that. And I was in January taking my sabbatical or paid leave for a month, doing some traveling and having some time to myself. And come February, I distinctly remember it was the night of the Super Bowl. I was supposed to go back to work the next day. I'm working remotely from home. And I just remember dreading it to the point where I was almost musing to myself, like, what if I got laid off tomorrow? And ironically, I didn't even know at that point that layoffs were coming down because I hadn't been following the news as much. I wasn't signed on to all the usual internal channels, so it was kind of not known to me at that point. The next day, the email hits my inbox. You get the sinking feeling in your stomach. You take a second to process. You start telling close friends, family, and start to figure out the next move. But then there's a real emotional weight there. And for anyone who's gone through a similar experience, the emotional timeline is different for everybody. You can try all you want to get over it faster, to focus on what you can control, to take whatever actionable steps that you can, but it's still a real loss. And chances are, if you're invested in any degree to what you do for a living, it's gonna feel like a blow to your identity, to your self-confidence, your sense of self-worth. And that is not something that you can just blow past without some form of reconciliation, without some time to really let it process.